Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you to a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 18. So our last season didn't go according to plan. We finished only one game behind our World Series season, but we finished 3 games out of the playoffs, which is very sad. But we're in the market for a new pitching coach, and so that'll be the very first thing we do in this off-season. So we need a pitching coach. Okay, Pat Martin is outstanding. He get along well with Larry French. You get along well with Bob Feller. We gotta go with Hunt because I need someone who can deal well with Bob Feller because he's gonna be the workhorse. So, have a bunch of money. Now, who did we lose in free agency? Which, again, the only way we can lose someone in free agency is if they're not on the Major League roster. Bobby Reeves became a free agent. Well, someone will pay him a lot. James Callahan did. And Kit Carson did. Carson could be like the new Woody Jensen. But let's begin by first checking free agency and see if there is an outstanding player that we could add to our team. Okay, we do need a catcher. 2 weeks. Oh, this is the kind of thing we might want to take a stab at. He's extremely popular, and yes, he's injury prone. But he's been really, really good. He hits for average. Yeah, I'm actually going to offer him a deal. Is there anyone else I want to take a stab at? You'll actually take a minor league deal, so I'll make that offer for you. Luke Appling is actually really good. I just don't have a spot for him. And he's not appreciably better than Woody Jensen, so... Oh, let's start checking... Let's see, PCL... No, that won't help. Okay. I'm pretty sure the American Association is entirely affiliated with the majors. Oh, that was another big thing. It needs to be so much more obvious who's on which, who's an independent minor league and who isn't. Yeah, that's not going to happen. International League, nope. PCL. Joe Beggs is interesting looking. But he is just a reliever. Rather just purchase a player. Okay. I'm not even going to bother looking for the independents anymore. But that needs to be a thing. If you're going to let players play let people play historically, it needs to be much clearer where you can get players from. We're kind of past the golden age of the independent league already. Branch Rickey set up the Dodgers in the early 40s with the farm systems. We got our pitching. Very nice. Very nice. Once Branch Rickey set up the first major, fully dependent farm system, it was the beginning of the end for the independent leagues. So it's not really worth combing them for talent, but it does kind of bother me that it's not easy to tell. You're pretty happy. We get any Gold Gloves this year? No. Silver Sluggers. Lou Boudreau. Very nice. Bad year for left fielder. It's a guy with 1.8 WAR. It's a Silver Slugger. Yeah, stupid Washington. Wonder who the Cy Young Award winner is going to be this year. Oh, you gave it to Bob Feller. French only finished third? I mean, Bob Feller did win 19 games, but damn, okay. Yeah, Ted Williams won the MVP. I mean, can we really say he didn't deserve it? I certainly can't. We'll go up to the winter meetings. Actually, we'll stop now. I want to look at Sam West and make sure that he's not just being stupid like Komorowski was that one year. He still likes my offer. So let's continue. Come on. Jim Terminal led the league in saves again. I wonder... No, I don't think he won the stupid award for that. Oh, Bob Uecker. Why are you waiting so long? I thought it was John Kruk. I was like, John Kruk's not that old. It's like, oh, it's the other Justin Kruk. Okay. Is he still cool with my offer? He still likes my offer. So there's something he's waiting for. Did he sign with me? Yes. And people are really, really happy about it. I am too. It's not going to make Ken Sears super happy, but, well, he's going to have to deal with it. Yeah. Oh, that was sexy. That just made this entire offseason, and we haven't even had the draft yet. Although, again, I think we're going to run into this problem for most of the 40s, is that we're not going to see elite-level talent available at the back end of the first round. Let alone beyond that. That's one of the things OOTP does really, really well. It really shows how fragile minor leaguers can be and how few of them actually make it to the next level. Just because a player has a really high priority doesn't mean he'll make it. And I'd also like to see side-by-side OSA and Your Scout comparisons. That's another improvement to the user experience that I think would be really helpful. But, again, it's not a big deal. Damn, Boston's loaded. Hank Greenberg and Ted Williams. Even Rudy York was actually pretty good in real life. Not like Hall of Fame level. How the hell did Ted Williams win MVP? Should have been Lou Gehrig. Or, sorry, Eno Slaughter was the best hitter. Or Jimmy Fox, maybe? No. Then again, Bob Feller was second in WAR, and they made Larry French... Larry French was first in WAR, and they made Bob Feller third, so... With a couple more wins, actually, I have a player who's not assigned to any roster. What the hell? Who the hell's that guy? Like, where is he? Oh, players designated for assignment. What? I didn't sign anyone. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, let's send you to AAA. Okay. I forgot I did that. Wonder if anyone's going to sign Lou Fonseca. Like, a tiny part of me kind of wants to sign him and bring him back. But I just don't have a spot for him, and I don't want him to just be a pinch hitter. Okay, Hall of Fame. I'll toss in for Ayers and... Oh, that's right. It keeps your votes from the previous season. Harry Heilman. He did get 3,000 hits. That's good enough for me. I think real life Harry Heilman made the Hall of Fame too, but I don't think he was quite as good. Yeah. Our version's actually better. I mean, he's a little bit worse than your average guy, but it's not like he doesn't deserve it. If George Sisler is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, I will be extremely disappointed. I mean, he is the clear Hall of Fame candidate here. Not the other players are actually bad, but, you know. Only 61 career or 67 career WAR? Really? Would he be the first baseman in the Hall of Fame? That doesn't seem likely. Crazy. And there's not really anyone else here that really stands out to me as being worthy of induction. Yeah, let's cast the ballot. The AI clearly would not screw Sisler over. He was an amazing player, both in real life and in our version of the league. A little better in our version of the league, actually. How is the draft going to be? That's $1 million question, and I don't have an easy answer. We got lucky with injuries last season. That doesn't seem like it, given how much I complained about Hank Sauer being injured. But he was the only guy who got injured. 313 strikeouts. Jiminy Christmas. Archie Vaughn having a flanker. Archie Vaughn plays for Boston, too. Good Lord, has Boston built this super team. I don't know how they haven't won like 10 World Series at this point with this team. They must not have any pitching. I wonder who's won like all the World Series championships in our version. Let's take a quick look here in a second. Who are the best players in the draft? Vic Raschi. Okay, we've got two legit Hall of Famers just in the top 10. Stan Musial and Ralph Kiner. We're both Hall of Famers. Vic Raschi was pretty solid, as was Hoot Evers and Hank Bauer. But two Hall of Famers. Both no doubt about it, especially Musial. I bet Musial goes number 1. I would pee my pants with joy if he made it down to me, but he won't. So who's won the World Series each season for us? Okay, remember, we started in 1920. White Sox, Tigers, Phillies, Braves, A's, Phillies, A's, Reds, Phillies, White Sox, Phillies, Pirates, White Sox, Yankees, me, Bees. The Boston Red Sox have never won a World Series since we started, even with this super team they have. That's pretty crazy. Is there like team leaderboards? Oh, yeah, we can search it here. Yeah, the A's have 6 World Championships. The Red Sox have 5, but those were pre-starting. Haha, Yankees, you have exactly as many World Series as I do. Suck it, New York. Suck it. Oh, the Cardinals have 0. Oh, the Indians have 0. Oh. Damn. Okay. Draft. Are you kidding me? We just talked about how good the A's have been, and the A's are going to get Stan Musial. Yeah, there was no way they weren't taking him. Stupid A's. Alright, what do we got? We got nothing. He's got good stamina and that's it. He is 18, so maybe he'll develop. I'll take a chance on him. I'll draft him. And then I get 2 picks in a row. Hadeke is discipline and literally nothing else. Kazak's a better all-around hitter, but still nothing exciting. Is there anyone with 60 contact or above? Bernard Steele is a switch hitter. He's not going to hit for much power, but he's actually not a bad hitter. I will actually take him. Draft player. And you can just complete the rest of the draft. No one is a pull hitter in the first year of marriage. There's something vaguely obscene about that, but I can't quite put my finger on it. This year I will actually sign both my draft picks. Or both my first rounders anyway. And I'll let the other ones go and just, yeah. Just another weird offseason, but where we did get an outstanding player. Frickin' A's. I thought we were done with their reign of terror once Lou Gehrig retired, but no. Now they got frickin' Stan Musial too. Alright. We'll go and sim up to Hall of Fame results. I bet it'll be Sizzler and Sewell. I don't think anyone else will make it, but if Sizzler doesn't make it, there's something deeply, deeply wrong with the Hall of Fame. I never would have guessed the 87 Blue Jays would have 10 home runs in one game. I'll be damned. Who is on that team? Cecil Fielder, maybe. Maybe Dave Winfield. Well, I guess there were some good hitters there. How did I miss... Oh, God, I didn't vote for Rogers Hornsby. I didn't even see him on the ballot. You guys are probably all making fun of me. Damn. Man, I did not even see him on the ballot. Actually wasn't nearly as good as real life Rogers Hornsby. He actually kind of had a disappointing career compared to the real guy. He was still phenomenal. Wow, really? He actually had more hits than the real life Rogers Hornsby? Huh. I stand corrected. Maybe he was actually better than the real Rogers Hornsby. Huh. Yeah, he was amazing for us, so... Sorry, Rogers Hornsby. I feel like a real dick now that I didn't vote for you. Oh well. Here I am touting George Sizzler, who was actually better than Rogers Hornsby in this timeline. But, wow. I would almost restart the video and just go back and just vote for him, but it's too late now. Damn. There will never be a unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer. It'll never happen. There's a chance... Yeah, see, look, I keep stockpiling picks in the third round. Eventually, I'm going to have all the picks in the third round. Derek Jeter. Not because Derek Jeter is necessarily that good. Derek Jeter's very good. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. I don't think he's worthy of being the first unanimous Hall of Famer, but he's definitely a Hall of Famer. But maybe the New York bump, because he played in the big media market. He's played with the Yankees his entire career too. Maybe that'll be enough. But there's so much strategic voting these days. There's so much strategic voting where people vote for, like, they won't vote for a certain player who would be a shoo-in any other year because they want to use that vote for another player who's equally deserving so it doesn't fall off the ballot, or so you can push someone over the hump. Like Edgar Martinez next year, maybe. Or something like this. But yeah, I genuinely can't think of anybody that would be a first ballot guaranteed that would be a unanimous Hall of Famer beyond our good friend Derek Jeter. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, they didn't vote Babe Ruth in unanimously, or Cy Young, or Ty Cobb, or Walter Johnson, or Honus Wagner, or any one of 100 other players you can name. I mean, they still haven't put up Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame, and yeah, I know you probably have your own opinions about steroid usage, and you're welcome to your opinions, but I mean, he is the best player to play the game of baseball offensively. And only Babe Ruth is particularly close. And steroids don't help you hit for average. They'll help you hit for power. And they can help your career last longer because you get hurt less often. But, you know. Damn, Bernard Steele. Already saying, put me in, coach. Right now, you'd just be a pinch hitter. I don't want to waste you like that. I do want to give Hausman a chance. Chuck Dobner is a pretty okay reliever. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and lock... set everything up for the... And we'll go back to 6-man rotation for the purposes of the spring training. And away we go. How are we doing for time? 6 minutes up. That's a very weird amount of time to have left. Because it's not really enough for us to actually play any meaningful games. So I think after this we'll just set up the lineup and the rotation. Maybe talk about something else I find interesting. Man. You got Stan Musial. So because I like the 2001 Cardinals so much, I kind of look back into Cardinals history. And Rogers Hornsby and Stan Musial are two of my all-time favorite players that played for the Cardinals. Steve Carlton. You could say Steve Carlton was a Philly too. I won't hold that against you. Bob Gibson, Dizzy Dean. I'm not that old, obviously. I mean, Dizzy Dean pitched in the 20s and 30s. So for me to remember Dizzy Dean will put me at well over 100 years old, which I'm not. I am not over 100 years old. This may shock and or alarm you, and if it does, I'm sorry. But I'm not that old. Travis Jackson, another questionable Hall of Famer that got voted in by his cronies. Johnny Sane, a legit Hall of Famer. Looks like he's pitching for Pittsburgh in our timeline. And we have reached opening day. We have no one on the top 100 prospects list. Phillies have 2. Wow. Carl Furillo was pretty good at one point, so was Andy Pafko. Johnny Pesky, although he doesn't play for the Boston Red Sox in this one. The Tigers have got themselves quite a minor league system. Snuffy Sternweiss was pretty solid. Are we officially worse than the White Sox, though? Are we the worst? No, we're now up to 14th. They really like Hausman. All right. Ooh, that's gonna set Cleveland back quite a ways. All right. So you got to get rid of 3 players. Moncrief is 1. Moncrief has not made the most of his opportunities, and so he can go to the minors. Johnny Cooney is 40 years old, but he's still pitching pretty damn well. So I'm not, that ready to get rid of him. I'll send down Clyde Reed. A lot of players named Clyde. It was a different time back then. Every third person was named Clyde. That's just an estimate on my part, but I can live with this pitching staff. So then we need to get rid of 1 hitter. Okay, so Hart hits for power. Hausman will hit for average, but he's not there yet. I'll give Hart 1 more season. Okay. So let's put together the lineups that we all love and adore and the pitching staff. Right. I'm surprised Max Bishop hasn't retired yet. I'm not trying to make him do it. It just strikes me as weird. Okay. Lou Boudreau is definitely the number 3. Let's actually build the lineup first. Campbell is clearly the 5th place hitter, I think. Woody English will hit 2nd. Is Sam West good enough to hit cleanup? No, I think we still have... I actually will have McQuinn hit cleanup. Sam West will hit 6th. Or you know what? Let's try something really zany. I'll bat McQuinn 2nd. We'll bat Campbell as cleanup. West as the 5th place hitter. Then Dick Shot. Then Sauer. Then Dick Shot. Sorry. Then Bill Hart. Right. Because McQuinn is a pretty good contact hitter, but English is probably our best. And I think he'll be most useful at the top of the lineup, where he can get on base and score runs. We really need a long-term replacement for him. Bishop will continue to back up at first. Califoot at 3rd. I think Richardson can back up 2nd. Yeah, he could back up 1st or 2nd. Vaughn at short. Koch in the center. Jensen. Adams. Koch, Sears, and Bishop. Koch. And Vaughn as your pinch runners. I guess I might as well put Marshall on the list at least. And I do want Woody Jensen still being the defensive sub at center. Okay, copy. I know we're not platooning very much. I don't have the depth to waste my time platooning. We'll see what happens this season, and if it looks like someone seems particularly vulnerable, we'll give it a consideration. Okay, clear pitching staff. Back to the 4-man rotation. We put Bob Feller as the ace. He will start opening day, unless he just pitched in spring training, which he did not. French, Harder, McLean. Long relief, emergency starting pitcher. Stopper. 7th and close game / closer. And then we'll make both of you middle relievers. And with that, I think we'll conclude this episode. So, we've made one major addition to the roster, which is Sam West. If he stays healthy, I think he'll add a lot to the team. If he gets injured, well, this is the kind of player that could push to the top. And he's from Longview, Texas, which isn't very far from where I live right now. So yeah, I'm excited to see how he does. But that is it for now. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know your predictions for how you think the season will go. But until next time, this has been Indian, and I bid you good day.